Hey, this is Derek
I'm Calvin
from Starship Amazing, and
.com.
we want to .com isn't our name.
Yeah, but they can go there and learn things
No, we want to thank
about us as people.
we want to thank Dynamo Dash and Dubsy for and giving us the idea to do this video in the first place, and you know, we look forward to working with you in the future.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Rapping maybe.
Rap attack.
All right, watch our video.
Please, thanks.
Watch their videos too; they're good too.
Just watch all videos.
Watch every video.
Watch this video and that, all of them.
Hey, Savage C.
What, guns?
Starship Amazing. Are we gonna rock it?
You know how we do.
How we do?
We do it like this.
What I do in Starship Amazing is essentially really melodies.
I generally start songs and plant the seeds, and then beyond that, I generally work on like rhythmic ideas and chord progressions.
Since Calvin has the gear at his apartment, like, he usually starts songs, so I kind of finish them. He'll give me a mix. He'll, you know, export the song we're working on, then I'll just take it home and listen to it, and get notes on what to do.
In general terms, I am the basics guy.
He does the beats, I do the melodies, and he starts the songs and I finish them.
Starship Amazing to me is just when me and Derek make music.
It's a collaboration, which is, it's any kind of artistic endeavor, I think, always benefits, I think, from collaboration to a certain degree.
My goal with Starship Amazing is to make it a living. That's the end game for me, is to be able to live off of doing this.
We have been making music for a while, and it'd be really nice to make some money. If we could do this for a living, that'd be great. I have no like triple platinum world tour aspirations, just really a small amount of success, and with a little bit of fame, maybe. What inspires me? Well, Calvin does. I mean, he always comes to me with fresh new shit.
Derek's a nice dude. I love him. No, serious.
It's really cool that we both work hard and we both try and deliver the best material that we can.
Yeah, I like working with Derek. I feel like we slot together pretty well.
Slot together?
Yeah. It's like we're in bed and we're spooning. Outside of Starship Amazing, I also do what is your pop music fuckery aroundery. It's not a real word. None of those are words. But yeah, it's basically at this point it's just mashups, but it's gonna expand into like remixes and stuff. Just me having fun with sampling.
Outside of Starship Amazing, I don't really have any other musical endeavors. Calvin is strictly a musician. I'm kind of a budding filmmaker, videographer. Filmmakers is such a strange term. My videos that I do, my web show, it really feels like just small snippets, like small documentaries. It feels like, I guess if I were to pursue film in any way, it would probably be like a documentary. The Happy Video Game Nerd and Starship Amazing, if those two endeavors could become, right now they're time consuming, they could be two full-time jobs, but if they could start being successful to the point where I could you know, quit my job and work on those, I would love to. That's a dream of mine.
Well, I play guitar in my church band, but that's not really creative, I guess. It's like, here's chords written down to the song, you play them, and then I'll play a solo every once in a while. It's fun.
I think really what has inspired me from the start is always like video game music. I recall there was this one time I took a music appreciation class. We were in that class, Calvin, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, that was right. We had just met. We weren't even really friends yet at the time, but that's neither here nor there. In the class, it was like one of the first early lectures of this class, and she's all talking about music appreciation and what really is music. And she brought this example of a piece by John Cage, I believe, and the piece was called 335 or something like that. And the idea was he went up to his piano and he sat at his piano for 3 minutes and 35 seconds and didn't play a note on the keyboard, didn't play a key. And her argument was the sounds that the audience were making, the coughs and the chatter and adjusting themselves in the seat, that was the real music. Maybe. I don't know. It seemed like a valid argument. I think, yeah, it's music. Is it good music? I don't know. But I remember I talked to her after my class. I said I enjoyed the lecture. What do you think about like video game music, like Mario Brothers and stuff like that? And her knee-jerk reaction was, that's not music. Wait, well, yeah, I guess it is. And it was kind of funny to me that struck me as very odd. That she was like, this guy who plays nothing, that's music. But Mega Man, no, it's not music. The genius behind video game music, I would argue, is that it has such limitation. And limitation really breeds genius, I think. And it's no accident that Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 are my favorite video games of all time, because they have incredible soundtracks. So really, the melodies that I write are just kind of like, me trying to write video game music. I always kind of thought of Starship Amazing early on, not so much anymore, but early on, Starship Amazing to me was just awesome remixes to video games that didn't exist. It's, I guess, thankfully, become bigger than that.
Oh, S&M by Metallica. Well, a friend of mine named Sam Crawford introduced that album to me and into Metallica in general. And it was really the first record that I really got into. It sat in my CD player and just played nonstop for months. Just love that record. And there's something about how big it was. That album is Metallica playing with the San Francisco Symphony. So we got Metallica, big-ass metal band, making, big-ass metal tunes with a fucking symphony. And we're talking grand on a grand scale. And in a lot of ways, that kind of defines what I like to see in my music. Me and Derek talk a lot about the oh shit moment, which is the part where the user or the listener just falls backwards in their chair, feet up in the air, and we just knocked them down. And just that kind of bigness to music has always been important to me.
I'm also a huge fan of the Paper Chase, Matt and Kim, Rat-a-tat, a lot of electronic music. I also listen to a lot of really heavy stuff. I'm a huge fan of Converge and the Red Chord, Dillinger Escape Plan, The Bled, The Fall of Troy, the Blood Brothers. I could go on.
Hip hop is a big influence in rhythm wise, and now that we've kind of advanced, I've kind of started listening to more electronic music. Just in terms of tone and what we're trying to emulate, our biggest inspiration is probably the Postal Service.
When I listened to Starship Amazing, I really wanted to have a strong melodic and emotional resonance to it, but I also wanted to have a very aggressive or catchy rhythm section as well. I'm not good at composing those. That's Calvin's department, but there's often times where I'll go, man, that ain't heavy enough. Get it more twisted.
It's that same idea of grandness and big in a way that's kind of hard to put into words. Starship Amazing has pretty much taught me everything I now know about producing music. Because before Starship Amazing, I was making things in GarageBand and recording guitar songs and things like that. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I have a few tracks on here still that are pre Starship Amazing electronic.
You don't want to hear them.
You don't want to hear them. They're real bad. They're really awful. Those drums are alright, I guess.
That melody is boring.
Yeah. I know there's fans out there who are like, yeah, I'd love to hear them. No, you wouldn't.
Doing Starship Amazing, I learned a lot about really creating not just melodies, but kind of understanding the structure of a song. I like to think that having worked on so many songs, that you just learn when it's not working and when it is working and what to do. I think as you get better, writing songs doesn't get easier, but identifying the problems within the songs gets easier. Fixing them is always a struggle. Listening to a song going, it's not working. I know why, but now what? Now what do we do? So I'm comfortable knowing how a song should sound and how an album should kind of feel. Calvin is definitely becoming more and more the engineer of the two of us in terms of knowing how to get a good sound, and I suppose I'm becoming more the producer, saying we need to have this sound, that he'll be able to deliver it. Any parting words then?
Nope, that's all I got.
Nothing more?
I ain't gotta be serious no more.
Alright.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.